come along. Virtual photo walks. Virtual photo walks.
Bruce Garber from VirtualPhotoWalks. My partner, JohnButterill, is actually on location right now at a 7 Derby in 1 Sportsman Show. John, take it away. Tell us where you are and who you're with.
Well, by chance, I'm with the Federal Minister of Veterans Affairs, Julian Fantino, and ex-Chief of Police, OPP, and Metro, and everything else, and a great guy, and an avid supporter of the Great Ontario Salmon Derby. And he's just going to say a quick few words about the Salmon Derby, and I've just introduced him to VirtualPhotoWalks, so it's been a good afternoon.
Perfect. Nice to meet you, sir.
It's really great to be able to be out here to participate with the folks who have been very much part of the Derby over so many years. But with this technology, bringing images into faraway places, virtual presence at these events, and the system that I've seen here is remarkable indeed. So, on that note, thank you for the opportunity to share this experience. The Salmon Derby has been around for a good number of years. It's run by the Canadian Sportsmen Shows, and to that end, the prize is just absolutely fantastic. We're talking about cars, a truck, and all kinds of fishing gear. And the wonderful thing about this is that the proceeds for the whole event are turned back into environmental programs and kids fishing programs and other worthwhile community endeavors. So the whole thing with great sponsors is succeeding, and of course the prize winners today will go home with a car, and the grand prize winner will go home with a nice truck, and along with that all kinds of other fishing equipment. So it's a great community-based event.
Your wonderful friend Walter.
Well, Walter Oster, he is just a dynamic individual who always thinks about new and different ways to be involved in supporting community. But I hooked up with Walter many years ago when I was with the OPP and in policing, and we were looking at programs that we could teach children some of these activities, fishing and so forth, and Walter was always there to support the programs with equipment and enabling kids, even in the far north communities, the First Nations communities, to participate in some of these activities. So, yeah, he's a great guy. He heads up the Sportsmen Shows, and he does a great job. And I'm very, very pleased to be here to support him, obviously, and the Derby.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was wonderful.
Thanks.
I'm Walter Oster, Chairman and CEO of the Canadian National Sportsman Shows. And the Toronto Sportsman Show, of course, is the property that owns the Salmon Derby and brings it to you. And this is 17 years. I woke up this morning and I said to my wife, I said, well, here it is, number 17. My wife is right here. Mary, here's my wife of 52 years. I don't know, we call it 7 derbies in 1 because I don't know of any other derby that has a nice RAV4 for the heaviest fish of each of those 7 weeks. And then, of course, a nice Toyota Tacoma 4-door pickup truck for the heaviest fish overall. So I don't know that anybody can top that. And forget about the $50,000 that we give out in cash, which you're about to see. So we like to consider that we're number 1, and we want to stay that way. We're happy to bring this to you. And I also want you to know that the Canadian National Sportsman Shows, that has shows all the way from Calgary and Edmonton to Montreal and Quebec City, and of course here the Toronto show. And we take all the money that we generate from all those shows and we put it back into conservation, education, and promotion of our outdoors. Since 1948, when we started in Toronto with the original show, we've put $32 million back into conservation education. And you know, if you think of the hatchery, they were going to close down Ringwood, and together with the OFAH, we agreed that we would keep Ringwood going. And of course, they produced up to 520,000 Chinook every year, and they put into Lake Ontario. And of course, that has now been moved over to Havergal. But we kept it going, and it's going forward, because without that implant of 500,000 fish, of course, there's another 2 million from the U.S. side. But that's why we call ourselves a put and take tournament, meaning that we have no guilt in taking the fish out, and of course not releasing them in some cases when they're a winning fish, because we do replace them with the stock. And Julian, Minister Julian Fantino. Minister Fantino is now Minister of Veteran Affairs. He's had 3 portfolios since he got in the federal government. He had 2 commissions before that, one of them being the commissioner of the OBP. And of course, he was chief of police of the city of Toronto, city of York, and the city of London. And he also walked the beat.
Thank you, Walter. I believe that Walter has articulated and explained the history of the Derby, and but what he hasn't told you is the amount of work that and dedication he puts into this particular program that has been so successful. And as I came in here and looked at those cars, the vehicles that are today going to be given awarded to the winners of the various events, I think we can all say that there aren't too many occasions where we can actually thank an individual for the leadership that he's shown, not only in terms of the Derby, but certainly in the efforts that are made at the Canadian National Sportsmen Shows. But on a very personal note, the amount of support that Walter and the Sportsmen Shows and the Derby has given to children, even as far away as some of our First Nations communities up north, enabling them to involve themselves in fishing activities, organized activities. It's been truly, truly remarkable. And as well, I think we can all appreciate the fact that the Sportsmen Shows does a lot of work, as Walter mentioned, in terms of the environment, in terms of supporting the sports activities, the hatchery, as he talked about. And all of that is a result of leadership, good leadership, vision, and a great team of people like Dave Boothby, and we see here, John Maxwell, and other members of the board, and of course the wonderful staff who keep the thing going and keep you out of trouble. And I was thinking, Walter, that after 17 years of great success, to see this continue as it does, it's really remarkable for everyone, including the sponsors. And just on a lighthearted note, if you will, it's also a lot of fun. So to all of you who have participated, congratulations to the winners. Obviously, good for you. And let's keep the program going, Walter. Thanks again for all that you do.
And Chelsea's with Rock 94.5, and she's got a gift here, a draw prize. And we're going to give that out first, because she's anxious. She says she's got a ballot box, or a box here full of ballots. And who would like to have that, pick that up? The little guy? That little guy, he caught a big fish. Didn't he catch a big fish? 12 years old. He looks like he's 18. Rock 94.5, of course, is a media sponsor of ours, a radio station that provides all the results over the summer, and I hope you all listen in. You want to give this?
Yeah.
Okay. Glenn Ferguson. Port Hope. Is Port Hope hot? Is it hot? Everything is Port Hope this year. That's what you got on your hair, for God's sake.
Just to let you guys know, Walter's doing a great job. So we are 94.9 The Rock.
that the Derby has ever come across. He's always covering us here. He comes out fishing. He was on the boat there when he covered the two mayors and so on. So you want to say something?
I just want to tell a story. When we went out with the chiefs and with the mayors. By the way, welcome everybody, and it's really great to be here again. Love the Great Ontario Salmon Derby, and I'm glad that the Toronto Sun's part of it. Chief, good to see you. Politics is treating you well. You look rested. Hanging out with Mike Duffy, or what's going on? He can't arrest me, but he does have friends. I see Chief Boothby over there. Where's Chief there? Is he in the room? No. But anyway, Walter's very relaxed, and we had the two mayors, Mayor McCallion and Mayor Ford. It was fantastic, very quiet. No ego on that boat, right, Walter? Anyway, no fish at all morning. It was really something. It was really something. Anyway, Walter goes up to Dolly. I don't know what you said, but anyway, we did catch the fish, and we almost lost Hazel as well. So anyway, it's great to be here. 3 in the afternoon, and Walter arranged it. Anyway, this young man, Paul, is just telling me the story. Please read it in the Toronto Sun tomorrow. It's a great story how he caught his fish. I know some of you are disappointed about that. But he did fetch it, and thank you for having me here, Walter.
There's so many
tremendous
places all around.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Joe. Van Etter here. Congratulations, Paul.
This is the award ceremony, so thanks everybody for joining us on Virtual Photo Walks with John Butterill on location from the 7 Derby in One-Sportsmen Show in Canada. Thanks everybody for watching.
Virtual photo walks. Virtual